Yes, friends, today's topic is regarding to the submarine systems of India. So what are the different types of submarine systems? And what actually these submarines, why we need these submarines? Do India really need these submarines, friends? If it is, so why we need these submarines? What is the use of these submarines? We need to go through all those things, friends. Before going to this, click on bell icon and subscribe into my YouTube channels, friends. Everybody in the class. Okay, now? And next one is another important point here is regarding to the submarines. See, basically this submarine system is known as silent wing of Indian Army. It is known as silent wing of Indian Army, students. Why? Because it works in a silent manner, that too in the deeper layers of the water. And these submarines are the strategic part of the defense system, students. These are the strategic areas. And why they are the strategic areas? So we have a system to counter any enemy aircraft in air. We have a system to counter any enemy missiles or anything enemy related on the land. But underwater, this is the only system we have, students. And all these submarines works based on the principles of sonars. All these submarines works based on the principle of sonar system, students. What is this sonar means? Sound navigation ranging, we call it as. And Indian submarine system of India is categorized into two types. What are the two types of Indian submarine, students? On what basis it has been categorized? Based on the use of fuel, students. Based on the use of fuels. Fuel. Submarine systems are categorized into two types. One is conventional submarines. Next one is strategic submarines. Conventional submarines, strategic submarines. Strategic submarines. These conventional submarines are diesel powered. These are of diesel powered. And strategic submarines are of nuclear powered. Strategic submarines of nuclear powered, students. So this is what the categorization of submarine systems. Total, how many submarines are there in India, students? 15 submarines are there. So here you need to know about, does India is able to manufacture submarines on its own, students? Are we producing these submarines under a program known as Atmanirbhar Bharat? Yes, students. If it is yes, what are there? Say, for example, if we take nuclear powered submarines, INS Arihant. This INS Arihant is the India's first indigenously developed nuclear powered submarine, students. And what about this diesel powered submarine? So India is also producing this diesel powered submarine, but not indigenously, students. With the help of these other countries, we are producing this. For example, INS Kalvari, students. INS Kalvari. And from these submarines, what we launch? So generally, if it is an aeroplane or ships, we will launch the missiles, students. But from the submarines, what we will launch, students? Torpedoes will be launched. Students. So underwater, which one will act like a missiles means? Torpedoes will act like a missiles. And these torpedoes are produced from where means? Submarine, students. Okay, now. And these torpedoes will also use sonar system, sound navigation ranging system. Generally, they use ultrasonic sounds. That is one thing regarding this. And next one is, students, regarding to the submarines. So what is the history of the submarines? What are the different types of submarines we have? See this, we have this submarine, students. Are you able to visualize this? So 4 Sishkumar class of submarines we have. Sishkumar class of submarines, Sindhu Ghosh class of submarines, Scorpion class of submarines, and this is nuclear submarines. These are nuclear powered submarine, students. Sishkumar class of submarines we are manufacturing with the help of Germany, students. Sindhu Ghosh class of submarines we are manufacturing with the help of Russia. Scorpion class of submarines we are manufacturing with the help of France. And nuclear power submarines we are developing indigenously as a part of Atmanirbhar Bharat. And see, history of these nuclear powered submarines. First, we brought the submarines from Russia, students. That is INS Kalvari. At that time, we call it as INS Kalvari. And this is a Foxtrot class of submarine, students. From then onwards, 1967 onwards, we started using these submarines. Okay, now, like this, from then onwards, we started developing the submarines. In our own, we started developing submarine, students. We are bringing the submarines from the other countries like Russia, France, and Germany, students. And see this, these submarines, as I told you, that silent wing of Indian Army. So they play a key role in during the war situations, students. We can launch missiles from these submarines. We can launch torpedoes from these submarines, students. No doubt in that. Torpedoes can be launched, missiles can be launched. Anything can be launched from this. Okay, now, what is the torpedo system of India? What are the missiles that we launch from these submarines? Is it only useful for war situations, defense purpose? No. Okay, now, these are useful for search and rescue operations we can use. Search and rescue operations we can use, students. Next one is underwater exploration purpose. Underwater exploration purpose. Underwater exploration means what? Underwater exploration means what, students? Exploring for what purpose? Mineral resources purpose. Mineral resources as well as natural resources, students. Natural resources, we are using these submarines. Just we started developing these submarines on our own, students. And we have yet to attain self-reliance in this sector. For this, Government of India has launched so many projects. We have a 30-year construction plan is there. As a part of this 30 years construction plan, we are trying to develop different submarines in different phases. So this is what regarding to these students. So like this, I will teach every class. Infographic system will be there, students. Anybody in the class, if you like it, first click on bell icon, subscribe into my YouTube channel. Each and every class I will take and I will try to explain thoroughly each and every concept, students. See, slides will be very clear in nature. Whatever I am writing is very clear. They will provide the notes, test series, everything, students. From our side, we will be in a 360-degree manner. Thank you, students. Thank you very much.